Our esteemed guests, Butterbean, Eric Esch. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How about y'all?
Good, good. We're having a lot of fun here. We're glad you could join us here.
Glad to be on.
Excellent. And, of course, for those that may not be familiar, Butterbean, of course, for your wrestling fans, you may remember from Celebrity Wrestling with Hulk Hogan and the Brawl for All at WrestleMania 15, where he very quickly knocked out Bart Gunn, if you remember that. Heavyweight boxer, MMA fighter. What don't you do, Butterbean?
You know, I mean, I've done it all. I've done from MMA, boxing. Actually, one time I've done a sumo wrestling in Japan.
Oh, jeez.
I do it all. I do it all. You name it, I'll do it. I don't care.
Awesome. Well, of course, we know you from wrestling, but you actually started off in boxing, a little bit of everything. So let's go back a little bit real quick, just get a little background on you for some of our listeners. So you were a heavyweight boxer, and you got involved with WWE. Where a lot of us...
Oh, it was actually WWF.
WWF, yes, they did not get the F out yet. So tell us...
Exactly. I actually done a couple shows against, with Mark Merrill.
Mm-hmm.
Had to spank him around and teach him how to treat Sable correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I still had a couple engagements up to my contract.
Mm-hmm.
And Bart Gunn had pissed off Vince. Some of the ball fall, he was supposed to take a dive. He didn't want to take a dive, and he ended up knocking everybody out. And so they called in the big guns, and me, myself, and I, and had to give him a good spanking.
Awesome. Now, Bart Gunn went off to shoot fighting in Japan, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, he has done. I mean, our fight at WrestleMania was a shoot fight. A lot of people don't know that, but it was an actual, go for it all, winner wins.
Mm-hmm.
And Bart come out really badly. He has got dog straight sense.
So that knock to the head was a little bit of inspiration for him to get better?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like beating up on wrestlers. I beat up another wrestler fought in the first Pride, Sean O'Hare,
mm-hmm.
fought in a Pride show in Vegas. It was the first one that Pride covered the U.S. from Japan, and fought him on there. I had to spank him pretty good on that, too.
Yeah, we did get a question of somebody who wanted us to ask about that. Of course, Sean O'Hare, another wrestler, we may remember from WCW, WWE days for our fans. But was that your first submission win with Sean?
Well, no, I actually knocked Sean out, but I've had a lot of submissions. I mean, in the MMA world, I'm like 75 or 80% submissions.
Mm-hmm.
The guys don't want to stand there and punch, so they get stupid and take me down. And guess what? Butterbean knows a little jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
On the last Pride show, I submitted a bazillion purple belt,
mm-hmm.
and I become the true honorary jiu-jitsu bean.
Awesome. Now, what made you get into MMA after your boxing career?
Well, I have a friend of mine that fights mixed martial arts, named Mark Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people in the world, in the MMA world knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I might want to try that one day, K1 or MMA or something. Next thing I know, I got 25 promoters from all over the world calling me.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I know, a month later, I'm in Japan doing a kickboxing event against Fujimoto. His name is Fujimoto. Tough kid. And I'm knocking him out pretty quick after he started kicking me, and I fell in love with the sport.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went from the kickboxing. In Japan, it's like kickboxing on steroids compared to here. Went from that to mixed martial arts and just went from there and started loving it.
Now from I watched a little bit of UFC. I watched a little bit of the K1 on HDNet and everything. And I know like historically a lot of times the wrestlers are usually the ones that have the upper hands. And of course you come from a boxer background, but of course you also know jiu-jitsu too. But I imagine you were strictly boxer, originally. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am.
Yeah, the first time I went over there, I mean, I started getting kicked, and I'm like, whoa, this shit hurts. So I just charged him and knocked him out.
Yeah.
I ended up fighting a guy named Mike Bernardo, which is actually a boxer, but also a great kickboxer. Bernardo leg kicked me so bad I didn't walk right for about a month and a half. I could not walk. I mean, so after that, I learned more of the defense on it and the jiu-jitsu end.
Awesome. So the wrestlers don't give you any more trouble anymore?
No, I mean, they're more, after submitting Zulu on the last Pride show, they a lot of them realize they don't want to take me down because there's 400 pounds that they got to deal with once they get me down.
Awesome. So, I believe, Mad Mike, did you have a question here for our guest?
Oh, yeah. I was just curious. Who is it more fun to knock out, Bart Gunn or Johnny Knoxville?
I had a lot of fun probably knocking out Bart because he was a much more equivalent type opponent. Mm-hmm. Johnny Knoxville would be like beating up a grandmother at a grocery store.
That's fantastic. Speaking a little bit about a lot of the wrestlers that come over, what do you think about there's a lot of rumors, of course, about guys like Bobby Lashley, of course, has been made a start in MMA. There's been talk about Batista, Kurt Angle, of course, Pittsburgh's own Kurt Angle, since you're going to be in the area here. What do you think about guys like that? All declaring to head on over to MMA as a person that's made a crossover from another sport yourself.
Well, Ken Shamrock done it. I mean, It's a great crossover. But why just participate in one sport? Mm-hmm. There's so many different sports out there. I've done the wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, K1, sumo run. I've hit 5 of them so far. I don't think basketball is going to work too well for me, but I'm sure there's something else I can get in there too.
I don't know. Big Show used to be a basketball player, right? Maybe we can have a one-on-one between you and Big Show sometime.
Maybe so. Paul's pretty tall, though.
Yeah. He's got the dunk on you, unfortunately. So, excellent. So
I played against Shaq one time. I didn't do too well. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'll leave basketball to somebody else.
Awesome. Now, I was, looking up all your accolades. I understand that you had one more that DJ Lunchbox had shared with me before we had you on here.
Yeah, I was curious. I mean, you're clearly a man of many talents: boxing, kickboxing, MMA. But I found out that you are also a restaurateur.
Well, I had a restaurant for a long time. I've closed it down. I got tired dealing with people. I travel so much. Mm-hmm. So I've closed my restaurant down because food has to be just right. And when you're not got the whip on the employees, they don't want to do it right. Mm-hmm. So I just closed it down, and now I cook for myself and friends, and that's about it.
I see. We got some outdated information now. But you did own Mr. Bean Barbecue.
Yeah, I sure did.
Excellent. Well, let's talk about the show this weekend. Of course, right here in Pittsburgh, you're going to be appearing for Far North Wrestling in Cheswick, PA, at the Chesarena, taking on another wrestler that I'm sure you're going to take great joy in knocking out, we hope, Sterling James Keenan.
Yeah, he runs his mouth a lot. I did an interview with him not long ago, and he wouldn't shut up. He runs his mouth. Mm-hmm. I mean... I don't understand some of these guys. They don't realize it just takes one little wrong sound, and I might forget what sport I'm in. Mm-hmm. Or I might intentionally forget what sport I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So how did you get involved with the Far North Wrestling organization for this event?
Well, I pick who I wrestle for, really. I won't wrestle just for anybody. Mm-hmm. And they contacted me, and we talked back and forth for a while. I got a lot of friends out there that wrestle and do other stuff, and I got really high good regards for them. So we worked the deal out, and here I am.
Excellent. Have you been to Pittsburgh before?
I have, but not a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We recommend the Primanti Brothers if you want a good sandwich if you're around.
Hey, I'm good for food anywhere. You let me know. We'll go.
Excellent. Now, Sterling James Keenan.
Knocking people out and good food. I mean, you know what better can there be?
Excellent. Now SJK's looks like he's taken on the moniker of the international badass lately. Are you going to be attempting to take that away since you're very well traveled yourself?
You know what? Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Fantastic.
I really do. You know what? I'm so. Some of the guys try to do some of the all messed up stuff, and why not just hit them and knock them out? It makes it so much easier. And the people love it.
Awesome. Well, we are actually scheduled to talk to SJK following talking to you. Do you have any direct words for him, going into this Friday?
No, don't scare him. I hate guys that are scared. They run. I hate when they run. I don't want them afraid of me. I love it when I'm 400 pounds. I don't want to have to chase them down before I beat them brutally. Okay, do you want us to lull him into a false sense of security and maybe tell him that you might be a little worried about this weekend so you can just knock him out? Beautiful.
Yeah, we'll do that.
That's genius.
Okay.
That is genius.
We'll work that for you. We'll work for that, definitely.
Appreciate it.
Excellent. So what else is coming up? Whoa. What else is coming up in the future for Butterbean then?
Well, I have a couple fights coming up. I got a fight in Poland I'm going to be doing pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Not against the world's strongest man. He's the 5-time world's strongest man. I'm going to fight him in Poland.
Excellent.
So it should be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Of course, everybody, if you want to check out information on this, fnwwrestling.net to get your tickets there. And I do understand for those...
One thing I do other than a lot of other fighters, a lot of other wrestlers,
mm-hmm.
I always make sure I have time for the fans.
Mm-hmm.
The people that come to fight, everyone's going to get an opportunity to meet me, shake my hand, take pictures, etc., and then I'm going to knock somebody out, body slam them. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it.
Awesome.
And I will take suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody's got an idea of what they want me to do, throw it at me. Who knows? I might try it.
I have a suggestion, Butterbean. I would like to see you get in the octagon with Brock Lesnar.
I would love to fight Brock. I would love to fight Brock.
Are you?
Vince almost put something together back when he was wrestling, but it never did come around.
Does that knife tattoo piss you off as much as it does us?
Yeah, I'm not a big tattoo kind of guy anyhow, so
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd love to fight Brock. Would love to.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Butterbean. Don't want to take much more of your time here. But check them out, fmwwrestling.net for information on the show. And I understand there will be DVDs available after the show for you guys not in the area. You'll have an opportunity to see what transpires this Friday night with Butterbean and SJK. So. Hey,
beautiful. Don't miss it. I'll see you all this weekend.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. What's up, guys? Again, thanks for Butterbean.